Today we'll be exposing the fraud morals. First, we're going to talk about Kizaru. Kizaru is an absolute fraud. He's actually an embarrassment and a disgrace. As we saw in his display in Marineford, he's supposedly this fucking beaker of speed, but then he's getting shit on by Marco and tagged. If he's this beaker of speed, then why is he getting tagged by people like Marco? And another example that's even worse is Old Man Rayleigh. Yeah, the dude with gray hairs on his head, who's been on for eternity. Bro's literally might be older than Garp. He's literally keeping up with Kizaru. So he's a fraud. And that doesn't even get to the fact that this man was pooping his pants when Ben Beckman pulled up with the blicky. And a lot of people try to discount this feat because he tried to sneak attack after. He only snuck attack when his attention was averted. So when Ben Beckman was right there holding him there, he throws his hands up and surrenders. Now we're going to talk about everyone's favorite fraud, Fraud Bull. To give some reason why this dude is the biggest fraud out of all the admirals, we saw this man pick up and run his ass straight out of Wano when Shanks just stared at him. And you know what's funny about this? It's pretty consistent that all the admirals are a bunch of Shanks victims, and these are the guys that are supposed to be on par with Yonkos. Green Bull is also the same guy getting blitzed by sub-Sabo level threats, so this shows you how crappy he is, and how his scaling is trash. The even worse part about Green Bull is, he gets this hype about beating King and Queen, but they literally just lost a fight to Sanji and Zoro and were in a weaker state, so he scales nowhere. Besides the Weevil, I guess. Now we're going to talk about the fraud Akainu. He was getting thrown around by a Whitebeard with one foot in the grave. This is an embarrassing display. Whitebeard had literal cancer and had a bunch of holes in him. Now we're going to talk about Aokiji. He got sent running out of the Marines after facing Akainu. If that's not sad enough, dude joined a fucking pirate crew. How much more dishonorable can you get? And then Old Man Garp just gave him a punch to the ground and sent his butt flying, so there goes all his scaling. And then there's one more admiral. Wait, what's his name again? The Zoro relative guy? Having trouble with Zoro? Yeah, we don't even need to speak about that one. This will be the conclusion of exposing the frauds of One Piece. The admirals are just a sad system now. They're practically useless in the grand scheme of things. It's just really sad to see how they're used now in the story of One Piece. But that wraps up my video. Please subscribe and like. And I would love to upload more One Piece content.